What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. We're at episode 90 and that is unreal. So if we can get over 9,000 likes, that would be amazing. I did not expect to get to episode 90. Of course, we're pretty much guaranteed unlimited entries to the end of FIFA now with the amount of coins we've got. With that being said, first things first, in the last episode we won it with a strange team. We're going to do that strange team thing again. And secondly, with what I'm doing with the offline draft stuff, would you like me to play an offline draft every single time on this account, so we've just got an extra couple of packs to open, and then also through Team of the Season it will give us extra packs as well. We've got the coins to do it. We're never going to run out of coins anyway, so it might just be a little bit of fun. So let me know in the comment section, just simply yes, do one offline draft per one online draft. Of course you guys won't get to see it, I'll just show you the packs. Nothing, it won't change the format of the video or anything, it will just add more packs. Or no, we don't want to see that at all. So just let me know in the comment section below. We do have 1.111 million coins. There is a whole trade pile full of stuff. A lot of stuff. And I've also got a whole bunch of stuff in the club still as well. Interestingly, things are selling for a lot that I didn't think would sell. Like that Cam to CM card, 2.5k. I thought it'd be 1,000 coins. Fitness cards will eventually go for 1,300. The French kit is 2,000 coins. That's crazy. That's amazing. But anyway, guys, with that being said, online draft, let's get into it and see if we can get another good team. And again, I'm not going to build the team based on anything other than the players I enjoy. So we'll go for a 4-3-3 holding. And we'll go for basically what would be the best player for each position. I think of these captains, I'm probably going to go with Royce at captain actually. Put him at left wing, left mid, left wing, however it's seen. Great striker choices. Gabriel, 82 pace, good shooting. Ooh, Plea has a very nice card. 3-star, 3-star, 5-11. Yeah, we'll take him. I don't mind him. We'll definitely get a better striker throughout anyway. And then that orange Di Maria. So that's a great card, isn't it? And left-footed as well, and 4-star skills, and he even links with the striker there. That's even better. Like, that's just a bargain. Again, we are doing this not based on chemistry. This team is not a chem team. It's not going to be a no-chem team, but it will probably be like a low-chem team, because I am just going to pick the players that I think would be the best out of the options that we get. And with that being said, none of these guys really tickle my fancy too much. What's his high? See, if he was medium-high, I would have taken him. High, medium, not interested. I don't really like him. He's low, medium, 6'2", and Savet, not really my cup of tea. I'll take Michael Carrick, I think. We'll go with Michael Carrick. Not really the best choice, but the only choice. And we'll definitely take Krykowiak as the next CDM. So again, chem, what chem? Like, why is it giving me this guy constantly? I don't want him. Gardner's actually got a really, again, if he was medium high instead of high medium, that card looks amazing. Like he's one that slipped through the radar. I do need a creative forward though, a creative midfielder. This guy might be the one. 4-star, 4-star, high, good passing, good pace, good dribbling. He will be the guy that we take and put in there. Can we actually get some beneficial chem? We can. So again, we're not doing it based off of chem. And look at these choices, man. We've had 3 non-rares. 3 non-rares. Where are my blues? Where are my legends? Alright, what have we got here? Carvajal. DeMarcos is good. We took DeMarcos last time. Bellerin is good as well. Bellerin's probably just, apart from the physical, he's got better defending but worse physical, but he's much faster than DeMarcos. So we'll go with Hector Bellerin this time, because we took DeMarcos last time. For centre-backs, I'm probably going to take Pepe there. In my opinion, would be the best choice. And the next centre-back, Caceres is a good shout. But Matip is all, look at Matip. 6'5", oh yes please, we will take that. And it's highly likely that we can get him some chem links as well. Probably go with Felipe Luis. Although Kazawa, little less pace, better dribbling, better shooting, irrelevant. Same passing and physical, 1 better defending. So other than the pace points, high, medium, 6 foot, high, medium, 6 foot, 3-star, 3-star, 3-star. They're near identical cards. Let's go with Kazawa. Let's take him. We've had players on 4 chem before. It's not a big deal. Mandanda's got an amazing card. That Trap card's got an amazing card. We'll go with Trap. There we go. So 52 chem to start things off. Not great, not bad. The team is shocking. We've picked essentially the best and highest rated card every time, and we've only got 2 players over 84. And that's horrendous. That's genuinely horrendous. We can start with the goalkeeper here anyway. It doesn't really make a difference how we go. Ooh. Record breaker Buffon. Let's get him. Let's put him in there. Let's put record breaker Buffon in there instead of Trap. Happy days. Another high rated player goes in. Of these players, Perez, we've already got a good right back. We don't need it. That's actually not a bad card. 81 defending, 81 physical, 5'11 medium. 6'4 medium. We'll take Djiliboji. And I actually think Matip is better. Matip is better. And Pepe is definitely better as well. So we'll look at the next set of defenders. At Marcelo. Going to take that Marcelo. It's a good card. It's definitely better than the Kazawa. It's got less shooting and less passing than Kazawa. But better pace, better dribbling, better physical and same defending. And I do believe he's got... No, high medium. What is this? High low. Oh, okay, both high medium. But we'll definitely take the Marcelo there instead of the Kazawa. Into the midfield choices, we get Thomas Muller there. We've already got Di Maria, so it doesn't really fit. I'm definitely going to take that Ben Arfa card, and we'll pop him in there. Oh wow, he actually gets. Oh wow, he gets a perfect link to that striker. That is ideal. That is absolutely ideal. Definitely better than Carrick as well. We just need one more good centre mid. Zil though. We've got a left wing. We don't need it. We could go with David Silva, or we could go with Mesut Ozil. Let's go with Mesut Ozil. Let's take the 90 rated. Let's put him up in there. We do lose Kem off of that. But he does actually get a German link with Royce. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. This team's really coming along nicely, I think, guys. Ooh, hello, Ronaldo. Do we take Ronaldo? Well, you have to, don't you? You do have to. Because he's better and higher rated than Royce. And he's just better. He's just a better card. We again lose Kem off of that. But we're not here for the Kem. We've got Gareth Bale there. Or we've got Isco would be a better midfielder. No, we've got Ozil. He doesn't fit instead of Krychowiak. Varane would be a good defender. Or we could just take Bale and leave him on the bench. Because why not have Bale on the bench? Alright, so we get some good choices here. That Naldo card, though. That Naldo card would be solid. I'm also tempted to take Cuadrado. Because he played amazing for us last time. Or we could take Steve Mandanda. Good choices here. Like, no point taking Neymar. We've got Ronaldo. I'm going to take Naldo. And I'm going to pop him in there. Let's see. Probably would prefer Pepe to Matip. Pepe is higher rated as well. So there we go. We'll take Pepe in there. Next up, none of these help. I'm happy with that striker that we've got. He looks decent. We could take Cancelo, but we've got a better right back already. We'll take, who's the highest rated here? Yeah, Lamella or Rossi. We'll take Lamella just to throw on the bench. A few more spots left. The new informed Kaka, which wouldn't be a bad shout. I mean, we need CDMs. We don't need centre mids. We don't need left backs either. Although Gulam would be nice. We've already got Marcelo. We don't need Ginter. We've got a good right back. We don't need Adjurechte. We'll take Kaka. We'll put him on the bench. We'll actually use him as well, I think, because it'll be fun to use him. We get Mkhitaryan, Gundogan, Volland, Kondreva. None of these help, so we'll take the highest rated again. And then last but not least, we get... Not bad. Felipe Anderson. We got... Oh, that midfield Draxler. It's a shame that it keeps giving us cams. I need CMs or CDMs. I don't need cams because I've got 2 good cams. And I need a better CDM. Well, not that Krychowiak's not good. We'll take David Silva, I think. No. I want to take someone that's going to be useful to us. We'll take Felipe Anderson. So we've got 3 man of the match cards here, which is great. Not a single blue card popped for us, which is quite disappointing. This team definitely has horrendous chemistry. I, of course, could make better chem out of it, but that's not the point. I'm not trying to make better chem out of it. I'm trying to use players I think would just be good players that might help us. So our full team is Ronaldo, Plea, who looks pretty decent, Di Maria, Ben Arfa, Krychowiak, and Ozil, Marcelo, Pepe, Naldo, Bellerin, and Buffon. And we're up to 66 chemistry with that. So after we add the manager, we go to 68, we go to 68, we go to 68, we go to 67, or we go to 68. So it just depends who we want to increase the chem of. Let's give it to the Portugueses. And That does put me to 68, right? Yeah, 68 chem, 86 rated, Illuminati confirmed. So a 154 rated squad, guys. Just like the last episode, I actually highly anticipate going out in the first round. Because although these players are good, we'll get a truer test of how good chem is. Last time, yesterday's episode, we had 3 players on 4 chem. This time, we've got 4 players on 4 chem, 1 player on 3 chem, 1 player on 5 chem, and then a couple of decent chems, the top right hand and bottom left of the team. So we'll see how this team plays. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, so as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against is going to have, when I get in there, he's going to have a incredible team. A 4-3-2-1, there we go. Apologies, I usually just cut it straight into the team. I don't know why I didn't. Unbelievable team. Aduriz, blue Ronaldo, blue Messi, blue Iniesta, blue Dani Alves. A 189 rated team. And I was genuinely like, okay, doesn't really matter what happens here. We've got, again, an okay team. And to be fair, considering that we pulled just whatever player, we didn't really get many good players. Like, I don't even think we had a single blue player pop for us. So we're working on terrible players, essentially. We're working, not terrible players, that's a bit unfair, but, you know, after halfway through building the team, we had 3 non-rares in the team, and then we're coming up against teams like this. I was kind of just like, look, whatever happens, happens. Same as yesterday. I didn't really care how far I got. It was more about an experiment of how well does the team play. And as you can see at the half-time mark against this utterly insane team, we're 2-0 up. And once again, I couldn't find a fault with the team. I couldn't, like, I had so many players on 4 chemistry this time. I think we had 4 on 4, and 1 on 3, and 1 on 5. And I couldn't find a fault with the team. It played like an absolute dream, and it has definitely changed how I will perceive things going forwards. And that's because, let's just, like, if you guys don't know already, 5 chemistry is base chem, which is essentially card stats. So if you've got a player that has 80 for every attribute and they get 5 chemistry, they will in-game have 80 for every attribute. That's how it works. The more chem you get, oops, my bad. The more chem you get, the higher bonus you get. The less chem you get, the higher like punishment you get. We don't know how much that bonus or punishment is, which is why people wonder whether chemistry is relevant or not. Next team will come up against another insane team. Ronaldo, Messi, Benzema, the informed Muller, Marco Reus, brilliant team. But yeah, so assume 80 pace is 5 chem. What if 10 chem is 82 pace? Because it's not 1 point per chem point. That's not how it works. But what if, you know, what if like having someone on 4 chem instead of 5 chem, instead of having 80 pace, has like 79.5 pace? And then it's negligible and you just don't feel it. So is chemistry really that important? We're going to find out over the next few days, because I'm going to continue to build teams like this and continue to see whether or not I do well or whether or not it just kind of like peters out, because we've done really well so far. We won yesterday's episode with an average team. We're currently into the second round, and Marco Reus puts that in the back of the net to make it 3-0 with an average team. Like, the players are good, but the chemistry is so bad that you shouldn't be able to play good with this. Like, chemistry should have a relevance. It should be important. And the fact that it seemingly doesn't have any relevance is actually quite frustrating, because for those of us that miss out on certain players, or, you know, don't take certain people due to the fact that we're like, okay, I could take this, you know, 98 Ronaldo, but I'm kind of forced to take Alexis Sanchez because he just is much better for the chemistry. It's probably better for you if you just took the Ronaldo and played him off chem, because of how chem is important. But it shouldn't be that way. It should be to the point where if you took the Ronaldo, you should be punished for having a player out of chem. Otherwise, just get rid of the chemistry module. Just get rid of it. Make it progressive. So get rid of it in draft, in regular FUT. Make it progressive. So, you know, you start on 0 chem with every player. The more games they play, the more chem they gain, no matter who they play with. So you could have a team of 11 players, and you've played, say, 100 games, so they're all on 10 chem. Let's say 10 games per chem point. And you change your midfielder out. Say you've got Henderson in there, now you can afford Rooney. So you put Rooney in. So Rooney's on 0 chem. And he won't get that chemistry until he plays the games to achieve that chemistry. Why not have it like that? You know, why not have it like that? But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We end up going into the semi-final against yet another absolutely outstanding team. And after going 1-0 down, I did think, okay, maybe things are about to collapse, because it's that sort of thing where, like, usually if you go 1-0 down, you're going to struggle if you've got a full chem team against someone, because obviously they're good enough to score. But on this occasion, you can see here that as I'm playing with the ball with Ronaldo, this guy he's not trying to tackle me. And that changed the way I played against him. And it took me 35 minutes to realise that he wasn't trying to tackle me, and he was letting the AI do all the defending for him, which makes things super, super easy. I ended up pulling the goal back with Di Maria to make it 1-1. A fantastic, well-worked move. Di Maria scores to make it 2-1. And then, as you can see again here, he's just backing off. He's backing off. I've got Ronaldo. I'll smash it. 3 chem, I believe. Maybe 4 chem Ronaldo. Just pop that in the back of the net. What chemistry? What even is chemistry? Chemistry is irrelevant. Chemistry doesn't matter. Into the 90th minute now. I fouled him on purpose that deep, hoping that he wouldn't be able to make anything of the free kick. He did make something of the free kick. He ended up scoring to equalise in the game. And then we went to penalties. So penalties pop up. This year in FIFA, I've missed more penalties than I've ever missed combined in the FIFA games. I've missed so many, and we start things off again by missing a penalty and my opponent scores, and I am fearing now this could be it. This could be game over. You know, a silly mistake in the final minutes to give him a goal. We're now at penalties. I missed my first penalty. He scored. I've scored. He then comes up with Neymar, and I pull off a big save with Gianluigi Buffon to make it 1-1. So bear in mind, this is 1-1 after 2 penalties. I then go down the middle to make it 2-1 after my third penalty. He takes his third penalty, and he steps up and bang. So it's 2-2 after 3 penalties each. Next penalty, steps up Cristiano Ronaldo. We go to the top right. Not really the top right, kind of mid-right, but it was a bad penalty, but it gets the wrong way. So it goes 3-2, and then he shoots, he scores, so it's 3-3. So after 4 penalties, it's 3-3. We're essentially in sudden death at this point. Anyone misses and the other person scores is game over. And look at that. He missed. I saved it. Sorry, I missed. He saved it. 3-3. I missed. I have to save this, otherwise it's curtains. And I saved it. Gianluigi Buffon was there. So it's now 3-3 after 5 penalties. A step up with Hatem Ben Arfa. I shoot, I score. It's now 4-3 after this is the 6th penalty now. He steps up with Modric. I save his penalty with Modric. See Buffon there. He's running away like he's just won, because we've just won. But the game makes me take the penalty again with Ben Arfa. Now, I scored it, but I was sitting there thinking, what if I'd missed out on purpose? Would he have got an opportunity to get back into the game? Would he have been allowed to take a penalty again as well? Scored it and tied things up again. But obviously I didn't want to risk that, because now we're into the final. But I won the game, and it made me take another penalty to re-win the game, which is just absolutely crazy. But with that being said, we get a 2-2 draw. I should have won the game in regular time. I had a few chances in extra time as well. He did have a lot of shots, but you can see his shots are just really, really poor shots, because he was struggling to get anywhere near my box. And when he did get anywhere near my box, he just shot. So we go into the final. We come up against another super team. Blue Marcelo, Blue Ronaldo, Neymar, Hulk, Gareth Bale, Matthew, Inform Aymeric Laporte, Inform Ruffier. Really nice team, 100 chem, 186 rated. And as I said in yesterday's video at this stage, once I got to the final, I was playing with no pressure. I was literally kind of like, you know what, I don't even care. I don't care if I win, I don't care if I lose. As long as I play good FIFA and I come out the game happy knowing that I tried my best. I'm using a team that has 65 or 66 chemistry. I don't care if I win or lose. And look at this for a move. We went all the way down the left-hand side. Unbelievable move. I don't know if that was a penalty or a good tackle. For me, it was a penalty because I pressed the shoot button, but obviously the game didn't give it. And there was a few chances that I couldn't find the highlights for where I thought that it was a penalty for me. One chance where I went through with Royce, I went to shoot the ball, and he literally cleared me out as I went to kick the ball. He didn't get the ball, we only got the man, and the ref didn't give a penalty, so quite frustrating. However, my opponent was pretty decent. He was good with the ball, he was creating chances, and it just felt like one of those games where everything was going against me. Nothing to do with my opponent. I'm not saying he was a bad player, because he wasn't. He was a decent player. But I was playing through balls that would just make it through to the keeper. I would do crosses where, the header would hit the post. I was having chances in the box where I just missed easy shots for the players that I've got. I had a few opportunities where I thought, hey, that's a penalty, and it wasn't given. And it just seems to be really unfortunate for me that like the sum of 3 amazing games has concluded in a game that just fell apart, and I couldn't really get anything together. And that's how it should feel with a team like this, with this chem, because I would assume that this is how every game should play with a low chem team. Missing easy chances, missing easy passes, missing easy crosses, you know, missing easy through balls. That's how I feel like it should be. But it wasn't like that in the first 3 games, so it shouldn't then be like that in the final. However, that is kind of how it felt to be. We went 3-0 down. Of course, after 2 goals that he scored, I went into ultra attacking or all-out attack, one or the other, and tried to get back into the game. And I did get back into the game there, pulled it back with Di Maria to 3-1. Still 10 minutes left, or 7 minutes plus injury time. So there was hope for me, except for the fact that straight after he kicked off, he just ran down the right-hand side, took a shot. I don't know how Buffon doesn't save that. It's such a weak shot, but it goes in the back of the net to make it 4-1. I did still manage to score a goal. So there was time after I scored for 2 more goals. Unfortunately for me, they weren't both for me. Because if they were both for me, it would have been 3-3, extra time, potentially could have won it. Unfortunately, we lost the game 4-2, and I think I show some highlights here. You can see the game was even by way of chances, basically even on possession, basically even on pass accuracy. My opponent was a little bit better in both of those areas, but you know, I had the chances to score the goals and I just couldn't take them. And this is what I mean by things just going against me. Just happens to have a man in the perfect spot on the line. There's an entire open goal except that one pit spot. That's where the man was that cleared it. That actually had 2 headers like that. That got cleared off the line like that. Had a chance here with Ronaldo where we ran inside, got the scoop, the stop and turn, hit the shot, and it just goes well wide. And that's a really easy opportunity for someone like Ronaldo. And then once again, Marco Reus here, lovely little slalom dribble past the defender, takes a shot and puts it wide. And those are shots that we should be scoring, really. But on this day, unfortunately, we didn't. But I was very happy to have made it to the final with this team. This is the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. So guys, we end up losing in the final. Very bittersweet for me there, because ultimately I shouldn't really have got to the final with this team. So it was a hell of an achievement just to make it to the final. But very, very upset with just the run of the game in the final. My opponent was decent. He wasn't a competent player. Can't take that away from him. But what was frustrating was that every decision seemed to go against me. There was at least 3 occasions where he wiped me out in the box and there wasn't a penalty given. One of them at 0-0, 2 of them at 1-0, and 2 of them at 1-0, and 1 of them at 2-0 as well. We did end up getting back into the game at 3-1 and 4-2, but ultimately we just ran out of time. And I just missed so many easy chances. Ronaldo missed a chance that probably should be putting away. Royce missed a couple of chances he should be putting away. Pepe had it cleared off the line. I think Ronaldo had it cleared off the line. It seemed to just be against me, which is totally okay because it happens. Some games it's for me, some games it's against me. You know, that's just how FIFA is. But considering it was the final, it just makes it that little bit more frustrating that you know, we go out in the we get the 3rd round prize. But interesting, in the semi-final, I was dominating the game. He equalised in the 90th minute. I took a risk fouling him. Just hoping that he wouldn't be able to make anything from the free kick, and he unfortunately did. We went all the way through to penalties, and I won on penalties, and it still made me take an extra penalty, which was crazy. So the best prize I've ever got for losing in the final was a 50k pack. We get a premium gold players pack and a jumbo premium gold pack. It's shit. This is shit. For getting all the way through to the final and narrowly losing, getting this is just really bad. Like, EA really, really need to revamp the prizes, basically, because this is not good. This is 40,000 coins worth of prizes for losing in the final. Like, if you win in the final, you can get up to 135,000. You could get as little as 55,000. But yeah, this isn't very good as a prize, but we will hope that we'll be able to manage to pack something decent out of it. So 2 packs here, a jumbo premium gold pack, obviously a 15k pack, and we get nothing. Sam Addis. Yeah, that's just terrible. 1 fitness card. That is honestly an awful pack. I mean, it just doesn't look at that. 3 silver players and 4 non-rares. Unbelievable. 4 non-rare golds. We'll send it all to the club. And then this pack here, the 25k pack, for me, the worst pack in the game. You get 3 rares, 10 gold minimum, which means you can have as many as 2 silvers, which means we could get 2 silver rare players, which is why I absolutely hate this pack. But I'm hoping the FIFA gods are with us now, like they weren't in the final. We get... Oh, I was hoping that was going to be Sturridge, but it's Jermaine Defoe. We do end up getting 2 silver players. None of them rare, like, thank God, although this is just bad, isn't it? Like, I can't see us making any money from this this draft, which is also, like, strange, because the last 4 drafts we won. We went out in the second round, we went out in the semi-final, and we won, and we made profit all 3 times. And then we go out in the final and we lose. We lose coins for sure. There's no way I make coins out of that. However, it was an interesting team, and it is truly fun to play with just different random players. Like, having Ozil and Ben Arfa in midfield was a lot of fun to play with them. I thought they played great. Having that guy up front, Plea, he only scored 1 goal in the 4 games, but it was just interesting to play with a different style of player than the traditional player. So I am going to continue doing this, and the fact of the matter is, the 2 times we have done this, we've won and then lost narrowly in the final. So it genuinely does go to show that chemistry is just massively irrelevant. Like, it's, you know, who's to say that if I did have a 100 chem team, I might have won that final, but who's to say if I had a 100 chem team, I might not have got to the final, you know? So there's a lot of ifs, ands, buts, and maybes, but bottom line is, we lost in the final today, we got trashed for packs, and we'll have to come back in the next episode. Now, the reason why I want to do the offline draft potentially as well, and just get the packs, is because then we'll have a guaranteed 7.5k and 15k pack every time as well. Of course, it's going to cost me the coins to enter it, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.